Let's look at some more rules of intimacy. As you might have observed, there is a dynamic in synastry when you consider Vedic astrology. What is this dynamic? It's all based on numerology. The entire Vedic astrology principles are based on numerology, based on the dynamics that plays out between the relationship of numbers. So first one we saw moon in the third position from one another. So there is a 3-11 dynamic playing out here. Now in the slide here I have captured the screenshot of this. Okay, what's the core meaning? The third house in the sense, think from ascendant Gemini and think from ascendant Aquarius. Okay, the 11-3. So one is the house of effort. Gemini is the house of effort to increase skills, increase hobbies, increase everything. It's the house of effort. Whatever effort you put in building up your skill set. The 11th house is what you gain from that. So there is a gain and then there is an effort dynamic. So what does this mean? The third house energy is effort, communication, courage, initiative, daily training. It's a tough house. Okay, it's an Upachaya house which grows with time also. So is the 11th house. 11th house energy is fulfillment, gains, emotional reward, shared happiness, and future satisfaction. Both are growth oriented. They improve through repetition through time. Therefore, if moon is placed in the third position from the other partner's chart, moon, what plays out is this dynamic, 3-11. When applied to relationships, moon functions as emotional initiator and the other partner's moon functions as emotional fulfiller. The moons of we are comparing the two moons, the man and the woman's moon here. The relationship naturally evolves forward, and since both are Upachaya houses, this grows through time. That's the good news. Emotional experience might be felt as one partner feels emotionally motivated to speak, act, plan, and attempt. That is the third one. The other partner emotionally validates, encourages, and rewards those efforts, the 11th one. Because if it is third from here, therefore it is 11th from here also, isn't it? It applies both ways. So, together they form a feedback loop. The effort feels meaningful and the fulfillment feels earned. This dynamic creates a strong friendship within intimacy, ease of communication, teamwork mentality, resilience over time. All the dynamics that we expect or would like from any relationship. This bond may not feel dramatic or overwhelming but deepens steadily. Remember, both are Upachaya houses, means a house that grows with time. Both the third and 11 grow with time. The bond may not necessarily feel dramatic or overwhelming. These relationships age well because they are built on lifelong partnership, not just instant attraction type of principle. And we'll come to the 11-3 because this, if you have noticed, the 1-3 and the 1-11 both are similar but reversed. So is 1-4 and 1-10 reversed. So we shall cover them one by one for ease of understanding. Now let's consider the 1-4 dynamic. That is the moon's partner. One partner's moon is in the first position wherever it is, and the second partner's is fourth place from it. Fourth place, I mean fourth zodiac sign. The fourth house energy is emotional security, peace, belonging, home front. Think Cancer from Aries perspective. 10th house energy is responsibility, direction, duty, achievement, and life structure. Think Capricorn from the Aries Lagna. Together they form the spine of the adult life. When applied to relationship, how does it work out? This dynamic creates a bond that feels serious, anchored, and purposeful. The emotional experience may be felt like one partner emotionally nurtures, other one grounds and stabilizes. See, there is a Cancer-Capricorn dynamic playing out here, essentially speaking. Like I said, everything in Vedic astrology is mathematical in nature. The other partner emotionally focuses on direction, responsibility, and long-term outcome. The relationship feels like a base from which life is built. These partnerships are common in marriages, long-term commitments, couples who build families, legacies, businesses. They may not feel light or playful at all times. It's more like a duty plus one holds the home front, the other one holds the professional front, like that. But they feel reliable and real. This emotional signature is one that says we can build a life together. That's the 1-4 relationship. Now we come to the 1-7 dynamic, the opposites. This is the magnetic attraction factor in each ascendant. Okay, if it's Aries, it becomes Libra. If it's Leo, it becomes Aquarius, and so on. So why the 1-7 dynamic feels like opposite attract? This is the classical one. In a 1-7 relationship, each person carries what the other lacks. Different points of view, opposite points of view. One partner embodies the self, the other mirrors the self. Remember the Bhavat Bhavam principle. The seventh from the seventh house is the first house. First from the first house is the first house. So 1-7 dynamic is an extremely powerful one. It can get really karmic and heavy at times. Emotionally, this creates instant recognition, like you walk across in a room and you're instantly attracted to someone. This is that dynamic. Intense curiosity, magnetic pull, a feeling of inevitability. I'm meant to be with this person. You see, this is that kind of a power. You don't feel like you chose this relationship. You feel like you belong in this one. You are drawn to it. There's a magnetic pull here. This is where other people say, I don't know why I'm attracted to such and such a person. They trigger me, but I can't seem to walk away. This is that relationship. They feel like this person is my missing piece. Emotional characteristics might result in some things like heightened awareness of the other. Strong emotional mirroring goes on between both of them. Immediate emotional engagement becomes possible. Difficulty remaining neutral or detached. Now, this is where one person tends to lose, one of the partners or both of them tend to lose boundaries very fast. This is the problem in 1-7 dynamic. Attraction is there, sustainability is there, magnetic pull is there. What about boundaries? Boundaries within relationship. This becomes difficult because the pull is so strong. Each person becomes emotionally hyper aware of other person's moods, needs, and reactions. A lot of talk in the buzz in the internet world, in relationship world, about this kind of a loss of boundary that has to be taken care of. This creates powerful intimacy, deep emotional exchange, strong sexual polarity, constant emotional reflection, but it also creates projection, emotional dependency, power struggles, and identity confusion. Why? Again, all of these last 4 bullet points are nothing but loss of boundary, personal boundaries. So if you are engaged in this 1-7 dynamic, suppose you are Aries moon and there is your partner is Libra moon. Suppose you are a Cancer moon and your partner is Capricorn moon. All these are examples. You got to be careful of boundaries and how you protect them. Okay, very, very careful here. Now we come to the 4-10 axis, which is similar to 1-4 axis, but now we come to 1-10 axis, reverse way. Okay, this is reversal of the 1-4-10 axis. One emotional system absorbs pressure, expectations, and responsibility. Guess which one? The Capricorn. The other emotional system provides safety, rest, and emotional retreat. The Cancer. Applied to relationships, one partner comes home emotionally tired from the world, the working person. The other partner becomes the emotional sanctuary. So there is a nice balance here between Cancer and Capricorn energy, the 4th house and the 10th house. Emotional experience may be feeling like a strong loyalty or bonding, deep dependence if unbalanced. Again, relationships are nice, fantastic, but loss of boundary, loss of freedom becomes contraction. The whole idea of a relationship to be expand beyond your personal self, not to contract from who you already are. This is where most relationships need this kind of counseling to draw boundaries which are healthy to each one and yet be growing with one another. If healthy, the relationship becomes a place of renewal. If unhealthy, one partner feels emotionally drained, the other one feels constantly burdened. One is working too much, one is at home front too much. Either one creates a imbalance of sorts. This dynamic requires boundaries. There you are. Conscious emotional exchange so that support does not become depletion. Such an important sentence right there. Finally, the last one is the opposite of 1-3 is 1-11 reversed. This is a reverse flow. One emotional system holds aspirations, desires, and expectations, Aquarius like, and a woman's moon in 11th place from the on the one. The other emotional system supplies initiative, execution, and movement. That is one which is 3. This is third, and this is 11th going counterclockwise. It's 3-11 balance. Applied to relationships, one partner emotionally pulls the future into view. Aquarius is very future like. The other partner emotionally mobilizes towards it. So there's a cooperative energy here. Emotional experience feels like one person dreams, provides the vision, Aquarius, hopes. The other person acts, communicates, builds, Gemini. See, the energy is the same. The mathematics is the same in Vedic astrology. You can apply the same principles to the other planets as well, Mercury, Venus also. When balanced, this creates powerful manifesting partnerships. They become a power couple in terms of achieving their goals and dreams. When imbalanced, it creates pressure, fatigue, or emotional asymmetry. This dynamic requires awareness. If unconscious, one partner feels they are carrying the relationship. If conscious, both recognize their different emotional roles and respect them. The key lesson of 11th relationships is emotional desires must be matched with emotional participation. Very, very important sentence right there again.